Here are some facts about the human body that people get wrong. Number 10. Your blood type can be changed. When most people think of their blood type, they often associate it with certain personality traits or even medical conditions. But did you know your blood type can actually change? It's true. A person's blood type is determined by the presence or absence of certain antigens on the surface of red blood cells. These antigens are proteins and sugars that can be classified into different groups, which ultimately determines someone's blood type. For example, if your red blood cells have both A and B antigens, then you have type AB negative blood. On the other hand, if you have neither A nor B antigens, you have type O positive blood. What's interesting is that these antigens aren't set in stone. They can change over time. This means that it's possible for a person's blood type to change from one time to another. There was a study done in Japan that followed over 28,000 people for several years and found that the blood types of nearly 4% of them had changed at least once during the study period. So how can this happen? Well, it's not entirely clear, but it may be due to a variety of factors, such as genetics, environmental influences, or even the person's overall health. In fact, some people develop new antigens as a result of an infection, while others may lose existing antigens due to dietary changes. Whatever the reason, it's clear that a person's blood type isn't necessarily static and can change over time. This is why it's important for people to get their blood type checked periodically, especially if they plan to donate blood. It could save a life. Number 9. Some women can't cry. Yes, you heard that right. Some women literally cannot cry. There is a rare condition called congenital insensitivity to tears, or CIT, which makes it difficult or impossible for a person to produce tears. People who have this condition don't just have difficulty crying when they're sad. They also don't produce tears when exposed to irritants like onions or smoke. Crying is a natural response to a wide range of emotions, including sadness, grief, pain, joy, laughter, and even frustration. Tears can help to relieve emotional tension and can be a way to express oneself when words just won't do. But for some women, this natural response is simply not possible. It's not because they're cold-hearted or lack emotion. It's because they have a real medical condition that prevents them from crying. The exact cause of CIT is unknown, but it's believed to be genetic. It's thought to affect around 1 in 3 million people. And while men can have it too, it's much more common in women. Women who have this condition may feel isolated or misunderstood, as they may not be able to express themselves in the same way as others. They may also find it difficult to connect with other people on an emotional level, or they may be seen as being unfeeling or insensitive. This is a serious issue, and it's important to raise awareness so that people understand that there are some women who simply can't cry. Number 8. You can only smile and breathe at the same time if you have braces. This is a myth that has been around for many years, but it's simply not true. While it may seem like you can only smile and breathe at the same time if you have braces, this is actually not the case. You see, when you have braces, the metal or ceramic brackets and wires can make it difficult to move your teeth and jaw in certain ways, which may make it harder to breathe and smile at the same time. However, this is not because of any physical limitations imposed by the braces themselves, but rather due to the fact that your body needs to adjust to the new sensations and movements created by the braces. Once your body gets used to the braces, you should be able to smile and breathe at the same time just like before you had them. So don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Number 7. You don't use 10% of your brain. This is a myth that has been around for decades, but it's simply not true. We use all parts of our brain, even if it doesn't seem like it. There are many studies that have looked at brain activity using techniques like MRI and PET scans, and they all show that we use all parts of our brain, even when we're asleep. Of course, different parts of our brain are more active at different times. For example, when you're using your phone, the part of your brain that controls vision and fine motor skills will be more active. But even when you're sleeping, there are still parts of your brain that are working hard to keep you alive. If we only used 10% of our brain, we would be missing out on a lot of things. We wouldn't be able to think, plan ahead, make decisions, or control our emotions. We wouldn't be able to speak or read or write. And we wouldn't be able to form memories or learn new things. It's important to remember that our brains are incredibly powerful and complex organs. Even though we don't always understand how they work, we do know that we use all of them. Number 6, baldness is caused by an aggressive inner parasite. This is another myth that has been around for centuries. In ancient Greece, it was believed that baldness was caused by a worm that lived in the scalp. This belief persisted until the 19th century, when scientists finally proved that baldness was not caused by a parasite, but rather by genetics. Today, we know that baldness is caused by a combination of genetics and hormones. It's not caused by anything living inside your head, let alone an aggressive parasite. So rest easy, your scalp is safe. Number 5, having an orgasm relieves pain. Orgasms have been linked with a variety of potential health benefits, such as reducing stress and tension and even boosting the immune system. Some people also believe that having an orgasm can help relieve pain. And while there is some anecdotal evidence to support this claim, there is no scientific evidence to back it up. In fact, some people may actually experience an increase in pain after having an orgasm. This is known as post-orgasmic illness syndrome, or POGIS, and it can cause a variety of symptoms, including fatigue, muscle aches, chills, and fever. While the exact cause of POGIS is unknown, it's thought to be related to changes in hormone levels that occur during and after orgasm. So while some people may find that orgasms help them cope with pain, this is not a universal experience, and it may even be harmful for some people. It's important to listen to your body and do what feels right for you. Number 4, after an orgasm, a man loses all his sexual energy for 24 hours. This is a myth that has been around for centuries, but there is no scientific evidence to support it. In fact, a man can have multiple orgasms if he so desires. The length of time between orgasms varies from person to person, but it's usually much shorter than 24 hours. Some men can experience something called the refractory period, which is a time after orgasm during which it's difficult or impossible for them to achieve another orgasm. However, this period is usually much shorter than 24 hours and can last anywhere from a few minutes to a few hours. It's important to note that everyone is different, and some men may need more time to recover between orgasms than others. Ultimately, it's up to the individual man to decide how long he needs to wait between orgasms. Number 3, only old people have bad breath. Bad breath, or halitosis, is a condition that affects people of all ages. It's estimated that up to 50% of the population suffers from bad breath, and it can be embarrassing and socially isolating. Contrary to popular belief, bad breath is not just a problem for old people. Children and teenagers can also suffer from bad breath, and it can be caused by a variety of factors, such as poor oral hygiene, certain foods, smoking, dry mouth, tonsil stones, and gum disease. In fact, studies have shown that children as young as 6 years old can have bad breath. So if you're suffering from bad breath, don't assume it's just because you're old. See your dentist or doctor to find out what's causing it and how to treat it. Number 2, when you get a nosebleed, it means that you've been up to no good. Nosebleeds are a common occurrence, especially in children. They can be caused by a variety of factors, such as dry air, allergies, a viral infection, or a blow to the nose. Nosebleeds are not usually a cause for concern and typically stop on their own within a few minutes. However, if a nosebleed lasts for more than 20 minutes or occurs frequently, it's important to seek medical attention, as it could be a sign of something more serious, such as high blood pressure or a blood clotting disorder. So next time someone tells you that you got caught doing something you weren't supposed to just because you had a nosebleed, you'll know exactly what to say. No. 1. Yawning means that you're tired. Yawning is a natural reflex that occurs when your body needs more oxygen. It's not necessarily a sign of tiredness or fatigue, although it can be a sign of both. Yawning can be triggered by a number of factors, such as a change in altitude, a change in air temperature, an increase in carbon dioxide levels, or simply being bored. In fact, yawning can even be contagious, so if you see someone else yawning, you may yawn as well, even if you're not tired. So the next time someone tells you that you look tired because you yawned, you'll know that it's not necessarily true. These are just a few examples of facts about the human body that people get wrong. It's important to remember that everyone is different, and what works for one person may not work for another. So be sure to do your own research and listen to your body. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and share it with your friends. Thanks for watching and stay healthy.